Oh, welcome in, everybody, to Amalgamation Nation, the AM Nation Pod, your source for gaming, sports, anime news, and so much more. As always, I am the Anime Watch, Swole Team 6 Flex, John Cena's best, Shaq Daddy himself, Ryan Green Machine Ebner, and today we've got a gaming show. So we're going to get into big Xbox FTC news that came out over this past end of the week and the weekend, as we got some more news today. We get into that. We'll get into some other gaming news, include Diablo 4 Season Pass, Season 1, and other gaming news as well. As always, you can find the show on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all that good stuff. It's at AM Nation Pod. Hit the follow button on all of those. You can listen to the podcast on podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and more. Just search Amalgamation Nation. Check out all the latest episodes in there. Twitch.tv/UndeadBlackBull is where you find David streaming. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Gaming sub a month, so give it to Undead Black Bull. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search AM Nation Pod on YouTube. You'll find us there too. Hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Another cool way to help support the show is the Epic Games Creator Code. So if you're playing Fortnite, Rocket League, or maybe you're on the Epic Games Store on your PC, use that code AMNationPod, and it helps support the show at no extra cost to you. Joining me today, first, we have Dan, the Freakster, Frigo. Dan, first, how are you, sir?
Tired, man. It's been a long weekend. Other than that, not too bad.
Not
Just
too
really
bad.
hot.
Yeah, I know. I follow some people on Twitter for fantasy football, and they live in Arizona, and they're posting the pictures, on their car, thermometer, and it's like 129, and I'm like, whoo, that's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's not very nice. It's a little uncomfortable.
That's
all right. We're here. This is what you expect. It's our winter time, so it sucks, but it's short-lived.
Okay, all right. What you been playing or what you been watching lately, Dan?
So lately I've been playing is mostly just some Diablo 4, trying to get myself prepared for the new season, get, the whole map discovered, and then also find all the altars of Lilith. And so kind of getting prepared for that, it's coming up this week. And then I did watch Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch that first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, not gaming related show, but I guess I just finished, I just watched, which is kind of random, but I was on Paramount Plus. I just saw the new Dexter show.
Oh, how was it?
Dude, that was actually a really good season. That I could binge watched it. It was like 10 episodes, and it only did the one season. And dude, if you watch Dexter, totally recommend it. I thought it was a great season. Super, just every episode at the end of it, man, the fucking cliffhangers, bro. Just maybe keep watching the next episode, and it just was done so well. I don't think they'll make a second one, but totally recommend it if you're somewhat of a fan of that show.
Fun fact: I never watched Dexter, but it was always on the list.
That's a good show.
I
liked
heard.
it.
I heard.
It didn't end very well.
Okay. Well, at
Yeah.
least go ahead, Mike.
That's what I was about to say. It is a really good show. I've seen it too, but it did not end well at all.
Yeah. Oh well.
Do they ever end well? You know what I mean? Do they ever?
It's
Breaking Bad did.
show, right?
I never watched
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it.
I know, right? I know.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've tried. You know what I mean? I've tried. It's just like
Right.
I get distracted by other things. I'm like, I can't do it. It's like I just tried to watch Dune the other day, and I got like an hour and a half into it, I think, before I went to go see Mission Impossible, and I'm like, I'm not paying attention enough to watch this right now. I can't do this. There's too much talking. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not paying attention. But yeah, Dexter is on my list, so I'll have to check that out. The other voice you heard joining us today, he is the Mount Collecting Monster Hunter Mike himself. Mike, how are you? What you been playing? What you been watching?
And 2022's champion of our
Oh,
gaming
you're right.
league. Don't forget
The
that.
2022
There we
AM Nation Fantasy Critic Champion. Monster Hunter Mike. Sorry, buddy. You're right.
It's all right. Now you get a in the back. What have I been watching? I've been watching a whole bunch of anime, man. We did our Weebisode last week. Last week, 2 weeks ago. Fuck, I don't even
I think
remember when.
2 weeks ago. I wasn't. I don't think we were on last week. No,
Yeah, and it reignited.
we were playing that board game last week. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. We had a Joey in town.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Yeah, and it got a fire in me to keep watching anime. So I've been watching a whole lot of FMA Brotherhood and getting ready to do the podcast on that. Dude, I've been watching a whole ton of it.
I just love that. Like, we had this idea as a group. We're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And we're like, oh yeah, we got BK and his wife to watch it all. We're like, yeah. And Mike was the only one just like not watching. We're like, all right, copy that. At least you're doing it now. That's fine.
Did BK and Colleen, his wife, watch it?
I think they've already seen it once, but they I don't know if they might have
I've seen it once. I've seen it as well.
Yeah, same,
more than once.
Yeah, they might have finished it. I know I did. I know I did.
Are they going to be on the show for that?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so, right? I mean, they'll probably have a baby with them, but like, yeah.
Just crying in the background. God damn it! If
it's not the animals, BK. It's the damn baby, son of a bitch. No, it's all right. It's fine. Get her.
Just draw a circle. I'll get him away.
Get her a little Stay Breezy onesie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good shit.
I also been watching the Fate, Strange Fake. Really good show. I've been watching How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. I've already seen that like 3 times over.
You love that anime, dude.
I get into phases of watching stuff like that when I'm lifting. So I've been working out as well. So whenever I'm lifting, I like watching anime people lifting as well. I'm a total fucking weeb, and I just love it.
Oh man, that's great. Let's see. You been playing anything?
I've been playing a whole bunch of WoW. I was playing I was playing Diablo for a little bit, played maybe for like a week, 3 days. And the XP event dropped. So that was like a 50% boost and an extra 10% from the Dark Moon Fair for like a month or close to it, 3 weeks. And right when I thought I was out of it, the new patch 10.1.5 dropped with a whole bunch of stuff to do. More mounts to collect, more pets to collect, more mog, a whole bunch of. I've been gold making. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff, and we got patch 10.1.7 on the horizon already. So right when I think I'm gonna get out of it again, it's gonna just bring me right back.
Oh yeah. I wanted to ask you this because David's not here. I was gonna ask him about it, but he's not on. He told me you guys played Exo Primal, that new game on Game Pass, yesterday. What'd you think of it? Just first thoughts on it.
Yeah, we got in a few matches, maybe 4 or 5 before the night was out. It is really fun. It kind of gets to be a little repetitive because on the map you log in, you drop in, and you got to do like these little missions: kill dinosaurs, move the point, kill dinosaurs, move the point, up until it gets to the PvP section of the map. That's where it differs a little bit because you're playing against other people. Mm-hmm. But no, it's basically the same thing. If you played Overwatch, it's kind of like a PvP PvE version of it, but not with heroes. It's just with dinos. It's like a mix between Overwatch and what was that
Turok?
Dino fucking game? Turok and Destiny. It's like those 3 games mixed into one. It's really fun. It gets really repetitive, so just praise for that. Unless they add more maps, because from what I saw, it was just the same map over and over. They just depend on what point you're starting.
Copy that. I know I saw some mixed things on it. I know David said they really liked it. And he's like, yeah, we got Mike to play it. I'm like, oh, good. I'll ask him about it then. For me, this week I did a rewatch on all the Mission Impossibles because I went and saw Dead Reckoning Part 1 on Friday. Awesome. Just a great... I mean, the Mission Impossible franchise is already one of my favorite franchises. I very much enjoy pretty much all of them, especially like from, probably like 3 on. Like they just kept getting better. So really, really enjoy that. Tom Cruise, just one of like the last great like blockbuster action kind of movie star that's gonna like he's just gonna put out really good action movies. That's what he does. And shout out to Tom Cruise for that. To me personally, not as a person, but as an actor, one of the best American actors we have. And that Dead Reckoning Part 1 was awesome. Unlike Across the Spider-Verse, where like it ends in a way where you're like you're like they like cut it really loose, where there's a lot of loose ends because there is a part 2. Dead Reckoning Part 1 made sure to end it in a way of like you still felt really satisfied with how to end it, even though you know a Part 2 is coming. So that was really cool. Also watched Fate Strange, like that, just really awesome. I didn't know it was just a one-off when we put it in our wheel to spin for our anime book club, but because I don't know when the actual anime is going to actually start. But that one episode was really good. Hour long, awesome, just really, really good. Zom 100, I enjoyed the first episode of that. I'll watch the second episode later, and then the third one I'll watch. Playing wise, haven't played a whole lot. Kind of like how Mike talked about with his anime phase, where like we did a Weebisode and then you just had all this like, gung ho to watch a bunch of anime, which I love. I kind of went the opposite way when it comes to games. I played a lot of Diablo 4. I played with Dan and David and Nick and them. Love it. It's so fun. Right now, it's the front runner for my game of the year. I enjoy playing it. But then I do kind of go through these phases where I just really want to play any games, or just like I'm not feeling it, not really like in the mood for that. I'm sure we all go through that. So I haven't really played a whole lot. Maybe when I get back from Cleveland, I can jump into Final Fantasy 16. I really want to. Very excited to play that game. I just know I'm like I just got to be in a good spot to do that. So it's been just a lot of watching things. I think this week, I don't know, man. Fuck it, dude. Maybe I'll watch Dexter. I know BK's gonna listen to this, be like, motherfucker, dude. There's all these shows I've been telling you to fucking watch, and you're just gonna jump the gun on and just do Dexter instead. Yeah, who knows? I might, dude. I enjoy that shit, so I'm down. Yesterday went to some indie wrestling, so I've been doing that. That was really cool. I did go to see Dead Reckoning for Mission Impossible on Friday night. It's pretty funny. Well, not funny, but David was gonna go too, David and Yessie, and so I left my house earlier because I knew the storms were rolling in, right? So I'm like, I kind of want to beat the storms. So I get all the way out there to the theater in Naperville, and I get out, dude, it's just, I see all this lightning around me as I'm driving. I'm like, oh, God, just let me get there. I don't want to walk out of my car in the pouring rain, you know what I mean? And I get out of the car, wind's whipping everywhere. There's fucking leaves everywhere. I'm like, oh, my God. So I go inside, get my popcorn and my drink, and I'm just waiting to go into the Dolby room to get ready for the movie. David hasn't left yet. There's tornado sirens going off. Nothing like going into a movie theater as tornado sirens are going off, right? I'm like in there, and they're like, and I think it was Melissa was like, they didn't tell you to to go to the bathroom or something. I'm like, nah. You know what I mean? If this is how it ends, at least I'm comfortable in my recliner, popcorn and a drink in my hand. There's no better way. You know what I mean? I feel great with it. David was supposed to meet me there, and then he got sick on the way to the theater, so he didn't go. So I had to watch a movie by myself. A little weird, but it's fine. Got used to it. But yeah, bad storms and all that around here. Other than that, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going on. So, but maybe I'll get some gaming done once I get back from Cleveland. We'll see. Let's get into some gaming news. One thing I want to talk about before we jump into the rest of it is Marvel Snap. So Marvel Snap released a bunch of card acquisition changes, which is really cool. I'll continue to preach the good fight that I think Marvel Snap is a really awesome mobile card game. It's also on Steam too, so you can get it on Steam and play on your computer. I think it's really fun. It's not one of those gotcha games. You really don't have to actually spend money on this game at all, which is cool. If you want your cards, you don't have to spend money. You just unlock them as you play the game. But what they decided to do is they're going to do spotlight caches. The way this is going to work is every week there's going to be a new spotlight cache with 4 cards, right? So with these spotlight caches, I think it's every 100 tiers you get a spotlight cache. I think that's what the number is. And out of these 4 cards, obviously 1 in 4 chance, so 25% chance. It's either going to be, for the instance this week, it was Jean Grey, Null, Living Tribunal, and then a random Series 4 or Series 5 card was the other 25% chance. And then as you unlock these cards, obviously the odds go up to unlock the next ones, right? I think it's really cool. As somebody that plays the game a lot, I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's fun. I think it's a good way to help with players getting more of the new cards that come out. Because the way the system was working before, it's just so hard to get new cards, which then makes it difficult when you're going up the ranked ladder and stuff. And if you run into a deck that has, like, I don't know, quote unquote, a broken card, it kind of aggravates you a little bit. So I do like this new system. Like I said, anybody who hasn't tried Marvel Snap yet, totally should. It's very fun. Especially, Second Dinner has done a really good job with this. Trying to make it so it doesn't really fall into the holes that Hearthstone fell into later down the road. But overall, this is a really cool system. So check out Marvel Snap. Spy Family doing a little crossover at Street Fighter 6. I don't know if you guys, or Mike in particular, I don't know if you saw the picture. It was very funny. It was like Chun-Li and like Ryu and them, and then it's just like the Spy Family, all three of them, and I was like, this is really funny. I love this. They're doing like a crossover in Japan. Obviously, Japan gets all the cool stuff, but if you haven't checked out Spy Family yet, totally should. What else? YouTube introducing playables. I don't know if you guys know. They're basically like YouTube's going to introduce this thing where, very similar to Stadia, which they just closed down, you're going to have the option on YouTube to play like some different video games and stuff. Some of them are like 2D platformers and stuff. I don't really know. Like, I guess I'll ask you, Mike, first. Like, if you're on YouTube just watching bullshit, right? Maybe you got your lo-fi playlist playing, right? Lo-fi girl or whatever. Are you going to sit there and like, if they pop up with like, hey, play this game, are you going to really be playing games through your YouTube? No.
Probably not.
No. That's
so.
not what I'm there for.
Yeah, right. I mean, of all the platforms I had to play on, YouTube is not the one thing that comes to mind ever.
It's like Netflix. Netflix does that now too, right?
No, I do not. And plus, fuck Netflix anyways, because of their whole password sharing thing. But
yeah, fuck them. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Fuck them. I literally text everybody that's like uses my Netflix. I'm like, I mean, I'm down to like keep doing it if we all want to split it or something, I guess. Like otherwise, like I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Fuck Netflix. Yeah, but they do put video games on there too, and I just think that's not why I'm there, bro. It's like,
right.
I'm not here on a platform where I'm like watching videos to be like, you know what, dude? I think I really want to play some Angry Birds while I'm on Netflix or while I'm on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not what I'm here for. It's a good point.
No, it'll probably be clunky anyways.
Just like everything Google does. Except their Google Pixels, dude. Heard those are good phones. I've heard those are real good phones. So.
Are they?
That's what I've heard. I don't have one, obviously. Apple over here. Huh. You know what I mean? But I've heard good things about them. Have good things.
I've heard.
Yeah. You don't have a Pixel, do you, Dan? Do you?
Nope. I don't want one.
All right, doesn't want a Google Pixel. All right, copy that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
What kind of fucking phone you got then, huh?
A Galaxy Note 9, bitch.
That's a nice phone. That's a nice phone.
He wants a Fire phone.
God damn.
Oh, he doesn't want that Fire phone again.
No, I didn't. I never want to touch that thing ever again.
Another something else with Amazon too. We're talking about Fire. I had a Fire Stick for the longest time, right? I just realized it always lags a lot. Like it's really slow, especially like when I go and I use my grandma's to help her out. And well, yeah, I mean you can, but like I'm like, man, this is just kind of sucks, right? Well, David has the Apple TV, right? And he was like, I'm telling you, bro, it works way better. And I'm like, all right, fine. I got one. And dude, it's so nice. All the apps run smoother on it. Everything like loads really well. Everything's quick.
Isn't it just, isn't the Apple TV basically just a Fire TV? Because you have the Fire Stick and the Fire TV.
Yeah, so the Apple TV is basically a box, right? That plugs into your HDMI and your TV. And then it yeah, same thing, and then it just like uploads everything, like whether your Crunchyroll, your YouTube, your Netflix, all that stuff. It runs really smooth. It runs really smooth.
It's just an app hub.
Yeah. I don't use my Xbox for that, so I use that. I use Apple TV instead. You know what I mean? It's fine, dude. Just saying. Just letting you know.
True.
Yeah. Have either of you ever watched the show The Boys on Amazon?
Yes, but I haven't seen. I think I haven't finished season 2, so definitely behind.
Oh
I've seen
yeah,
it.
wow. Oh, you were definitely behind. Well, they are bringing some of the characters from the boys to Call of Duty for this new season, including Homelander, and Black Noir and Stargirl. They're all coming out to Call of Duty. It's really cool. Homelander's like finishing a move. I think he just like blows them up with his laser eyes. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna install Call of Duty for that. Don't really give a shit, but cool to have. Cool skin there. Cool get for Call of Duty. EA's has a new studio called Cliffhanger Games. They announced the upcoming title based on Marvel's Black Panther. It'll be a new third-person single-player action-adventure game set in the world of Wakanda. They're going to be celebrating the 57th anniversary of Black Panther's comic debut this July, so this month, and they're thrilled to announce Cliffhanger Games, a new AAA development studio based in Seattle, is working on an original third-person single-player Black Panther game in collaboration with Marvel Games. Mission is to build an expansive and reactive world that empowers players to experience what it's like to take on the mantle of Wakanda's protector, the Black Panther. Led by Kevin Stevens from Monolith Productions, he's already worked on such adventure games such as Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor, along with some other top franchises, which include Halo Infinite, God of War, Call of Duty, and others. Dan, I'll start with you. Are you excited here for a single-player Black Panther game?
I mean, I haven't been too much of a fan of the recent releases of some of the Marvel franchise games, and so I don't know. I'm indifferent about it. I mean, it can be done well. I mean, I like Black Panther, I like the movies, like the character. It's just when it comes to Marvel games, that was it. The Marvel, Avengers. Also had Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was
which
bad. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy is fun.
See, I've heard mixed, and what I've seen of it, I was like, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks just cinematically and just graphically, it looks good. Probably fun for a bit, but I just don't feel like those are. I feel like they don't do the games very well right now, and so I just, if it's gonna be just like how the ones that've been released as of recently, I'm not probably gonna pick it up. I'll probably watch some videos on it just to see how it looks, but honestly, this is probably something I wouldn't pick up. I'm not a huge fan. Besides like Spider-Man and Batman games, I haven't really been into many superhero games, to be honest with you.
It's really hard to do them right, to be honest.
It
It seems like studios really struggle. Great point with Crystal Dynamics and Marvel's Avengers. I got that game for free, and I still felt like I was ripped off because it just wasn't very good. Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, I've heard mixed reviews. I know BK loved it. Other than that, I play Marvel Snap. That's different. It's a card game, but I love that. Great point. Spider-Man games are awesome. Mike, I can't imagine that this is something where you're like, yeah, this is my jam.
No, absolutely not. I am marveled out. I don't think I'll be checking this out. Even if it comes to Game Pass, I'll just scroll past it and go play some YouTube games.
You would not play a YouTube game over this.
Over this, yes.
You're such a lie. That's awful. You're a terrible person.
Yeah, you just
Yeah, but no, I will not be checking this out.
Yeah, I figured. I know. He's like, are there mounts? No, I don't need that.
Right.
No, I don't need that in
for
my
real.
life. All right, so this is the meat and potatoes of the show. Microsoft wins their case versus the FTC. That was earlier in the week. The judge denied FTC preliminary injunction request. I'm gonna go through here and read some of the rulings submitted by Judge Corley, and then we'll talk about the rest of the stuff, and we'll get into this. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been described as the largest in tech history. It deserves scrutiny. That scrutiny has paid off. Microsoft has committed in writing, in public, and in court to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 years on parity with Xbox. It made an agreement with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to the Switch, and it entered several agreements for the first time to bring Activision's content to several cloud game services. This court's responsibility in this case is to narrow. In this case, it's narrow. It is to decide if, notwithstanding these current circumstances, the merger should be halted, perhaps even terminated, pending resolution of the FTC administrative action. For example, explained, the court finds the FTC has not shown a likelihood it will prevail on its claims this particular vertical merger and this specific industry may substantially lessen competition. To the contrary, the record evidence points to more consumers' access to Call of Duty and other Activision content. The motion for preliminary injunction is therefore denied. From there, it became, is the FTC going to appeal and go through the Ninth Circuit Court? A lot of people in the industry were saying, like, I don't think so. I think the FTC knows that it's kind of done. Joke's on us, they did, and then it became a roasting session of the FTC and their head as they went in front of the Ninth Circuit Court, and they were very much ripped to shreds. And then that later in the week, the Ninth Circuit denied the FTC's injunction for an appeal. Therefore, it was clear to pass by the end of this weekend if they so choose. I know Microsoft was going to try and tie up all the loose ends with the CMA. That's kind of all that's left. I do believe tomorrow, as in Monday, that is when we'll have a little bit more of a meeting between Microsoft and the CMA and see if they can come to terms on that. But it is clear to pass here now in the United States. Then yesterday, Sony signs Call of Duty agreement with Xbox. Now, as this is going down, Phil Spencer tweeted, "We are pleased to announce that Microsoft and PlayStation have signed a binding agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. We look forward to a future where players globally have more choice to play their favorite games." Now, BK pointed out in our gaming chat that what original deal that Sony passed on didn't just include Call of Duty. It included a lot of other Activision titles, right? Like Overwatch 2 and other Activision games, Activision Blizzard King games, to stay on their platform. Now, when they got to this agreement, that Microsoft reworked the deal, so the original offer from January of 2022 is not the same. This is actually just Call of Duty, not the other Activision Blizzard King games. Like I said, CMA's all that's left, so we'll see what goes from there. Mike, I'm going to start with you. You kept saying it. You kept saying that BK's smoked whiskey wasn't going to go for nothing. And here we are. It looks like it is all done. Xbox will officially purchase Activision Blizzard King.
Yep, here we are, man. It is a lot to unpack here. But from the very beginning of the court case from against the FTC versus Microsoft, we knew they had no case here. They couldn't prove that the deal was was bad was harmful to the consumer at all. I believe it was the third day when they had Phil on the stand, and they kept asking him the same question over and over again. And there was an audible oof in the court when the judge told them to just move along. He already answered that question over and over again. So no, they literally had nothing. Yeah, as for the Sony agreement, that's 100% true. They had a way better deal first, and then they passed up on that to see where this court case would go. Yeah, this new deal is exclusive content for COD only till 2025, I believe. And it's only for COD. Yeah, the other games that are already there, with the original deal, they would have stayed there. But with this one, everything's up in the air. It doesn't include them, and it doesn't include future titles from those IPs. So yeah, PlayStation trying to be petty, they kind of fucked themselves over. As with the CMA, I believe they are working with the CMA. Microsoft is working with the CMA right now to try to get come to an agreement, and I believe the purchase will go through next week. Yeah, that's what I got.
Dan, your thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, one thing actually that I want to say is I hope that when they do acquire Activision Blizzard, Microsoft, is that they at least get rid of the Blizzard CEO. I think that's one of the first things that, like,
I think that's already that's a thing. Yep.
Oh yeah,
well,
he's getting
is that confirmed though, because I thought they were still keeping him in office. I mean, I'm sure he'll resign, but I hope that's one of the first things I feel like they really need to do is that just with everything that's been surrounded with Blizzard, I think that's a great way to start fresh with the merger. Is get rid of that whole entire like just people involved with that and the whole harassment and shit. That needs to go.
Let me check with Mike. Number one, Bobby Kotick, anti-fan. Mike, Monster Hunter Mike. Mike, is that true? Is that was that confirmed? I thought so.
I don't know if it's confirmed, but I do think Bobby Kotick will get a golden parachute, which kind of sucks. You know, he's going to get paid. He's going to get gone out of there, but he is going to get a lot of money, which kind of sucks. In a better world, he would got his comeuppance, but not in this one.
Now, what I want to ask you guys, on the spot, one game from Activision Blizzard King that you would like to be brought back to life by Microsoft now that they're purchasing them. Obviously, the hope is that you're going to be able to get some of these studios that were all kind of like just working on Call of Duty to kind of go back and work on their own thing. So is there any Activision, Blizzard, or King franchise that you want brought back to life by Microsoft?
I have to think about that for a second. I don't know if Mike has one.
I would say Titan. It used to be an MMO that the team developing Overwatch first started creating before they just lost all track of where they were going with that game, and then decided to scrap it, start all over, and actually make Overwatch. So just because it's an MMO, and I would like to see where that would be going, I would pick that. If not, just revive StarCraft.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, obviously StarCraft.
Okay.
Great choice too. I think what I really like, and this is such a random game, I would love, because Activision used to put out some banger Transformer games, right? Transformers War for Cybertron, one of my favorite ones, came out on 360. I believe it also came out for the DS and PlayStation 3 and all that. Fun ass game, dude. One of the best like Transformer games with multiplayer and everything. I would love that. I would love for them to bring back. Let's get Spyro the Dragon back, dude. You know what I mean? Let's do it. One of my biggest pet peeves with Xbox is they now, well, especially now moving forward, they're gonna have Crash Bandicoot and Spyro along with Banjo-Kazooie via Pinata, obviously. I think that they have all this potential when it comes to kind of getting into that family-friendly game market, right? Like Nintendo obviously has carved out that niche and owns that market, but they have a really good opportunity to do that too, kind of like with PlayStation with Sackboy and Astro Bot and stuff like that. Really would hope Xbox kind of dives into that. I'm sure they'll tap into Crash Bandicoot. That seems like a no-brainer. But I would love to see like Spyro the Dragon as an Activision game, come back. I think that would be really, really cool. Just to kind of dive into that a little bit.
All right. I kind of think here. I think if they're gonna bring back a franchise, kind of revive it. This is just me personally. It would never happen because it's just not a thing anymore. But Guitar Hero was always something I really loved to play when I was younger. Now I know that's not remotely even popular anymore. That was like a phase, but I totally enjoyed Guitar Hero 1. Well, not even 1. I played 2, 3. It was a World Tour. Then I did Rock Band. Did all that shit. Even played
Guitar Hero Metallica.
Oh yeah, bro! Freaking Beatles version. Hell yeah, dude! They had all those. Yeah, it was. I fucking got super into those. Like if they were someone able to revive that, I don't know. I think that'd be pretty dope. I would. I don't know if I buy it. That's the only funny thing is, like, would I really get back into it? Maybe.
It would probably come to Game Pass.
Yeah, but the whole experience is having the guitar. That's you could do it on a controller, but it ain't the same.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the only thing where I feel like that would stop is like, are people really going to invest into that? I mean, again, I like the series. Even I would be like, do I really want to go that far into it and get a new guitar and fucking play it? Probably would, just because. But that's one I probably wouldn't mind seeing a whole revival of. And actually, another one that I liked. It's an older one. I don't know how popular it is, but if you ever played Prototype.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
I was like, that game was pretty cool. I think I played the second one too, but I remember playing the first one and really enjoyed the first one. I think I did play the second one, but that's the one that's kind of reminds me of like kind of plays like Darksiders. If you ever played one of those games,
Yeah.
so it kind of reminds me of. So I always got in those kind of play style of games, kind of like just RPG style game. That's one I wouldn't mind seeing coming back either.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I really like Prototype. That was good.
Yeah, that's where my my anxiety started with the virtual crowds booing me.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh, Guitar Hero. I'm all for it.
Leave me alone.
I was just talking to
Please
somebody
stop.
about that the other day about like Rock Band and Guitar Hero. And I'm like, dude, I would just like it to come back because I think that's it's just a fun party game, dude. It's a real fun, like when you're with your homies and it's just a good time. It is a really good time. So like, I'd be down. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be cool investing into like the whole set again, like at somebody's house, and be like, all right, so then when we go over there, we can play some Rock Band and play some Guitar
yeah.
Hero.
Okay, all right.
I'm to jam.
All right, dude, for real.
Yeah,
Wait, can I
nation. Go ahead.
I want to change my answer actually.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just make Overwatch better again. get rid of all that bullshit.
Can you get Jeff Kaplan back, please? Please. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's technically not Activision anymore, so we don't got to follow that heavy monetization. So just make everything better again.
Yeah, I know Bobby Kotick when he was on the stand talked about. He's like, I can't see World of Warcraft going to like the Xbox Game Pass as like a the
fuck
subscription.
him.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I guarantee you at some point that your WoW subscription is gonna get linked into your Xbox Game Pass subscription. I just know.
Nah. My guess is he said that because that's what he had to say. Because obviously Bobby Kotick would not put it, but it makes Xbox look good. Like, hey, yeah, this motherfucker won't do it, but guess who will? Papa Phil.
Papa Phil, dude. Phil the Thrill Spencer, baby. Woo! So it'll be really interesting. Like I said, the CMA stuff, that should all get hammered out this week, and we should be good to go. And this should all be done. Otherwise, for all those listeners in UK and Britain, you're fucked. Sorry, bud. You know what I mean? It'd be great. I don't know if you guys also saw, too, Xbox officially like reopened a bunch of like old Call of Duty Xbox 360 servers you could play on right now. It's like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare. You can play those old 360 servers right now. So that's what you're vibing with. You can't do that.
For real?
Yeah, they're open. Xbox owns them, so they're like, hey, fuck it, dude. We're just going to open these servers up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess it doesn't hurt them. They're just like, hey.
You're right.
Yeah. Something else going on right now. The actors and writers of America are on strike. This is the first time that both the writers and the actors unions are on strike together since the 1960s. One of my biggest things here, I know if BK was here, this would be a really long discussion, but like one of my things about this is that Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, right, who makes a lot of money, in case you're curious. Makes a lot of money. Went on talking about how like the demands just like they don't really make sense, and it's just like I understand because those businesses are the ones paying his salary and where his stance needs to be, but at the same time, without these writers and without these actors, you're not getting all these movies, right? We're not getting the Marvel Universe. We're not getting Star Wars. We're not getting all these Pixar movies, like, all the stuff for Disney Plus. And, like, I'm just focused on Disney, obviously, because of Bob Iger. But, in the United States of America, $26,000 a year is what you need to make to be able to get your health insurance benefits and stuff. And there's a lot of, I don't know that, I have not sat here and dove into, like, all the demands on both sides and, like, things like that. But, one of the biggest things, especially because streaming has become so popular, right? So Netflix and HBO Max is all they're called now, and like Paramount, Peacock, and like these shows, a lot of these writers and actors, they're not actually getting any residual checks, or if they are, they're very, very small residual checks and stuff like that. So I know that's a big thing. I also don't know if you guys saw this. This is the one thing that got my head scratching where I'm like, that is terrible, and I don't know why this was offered. One of the things that the studios offered to the writers and actors, specifically the actors, was that they would pay them a one-time payment to have their likeness and their voice recorded with AI. Then those studios would be able to use that AI anytime they want to for whatever project, and they wouldn't have to pay the actor for it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, I don't know if you've seen a new season of Black Mirror, but there's an episode literally just about something like that. At least very close to that exact situation you just described.
So it's like fucked up. It's super fucked up.
It is fucked up, and after watching that episode and knowing that, nope, would never do that.
Never, dude. Never. You're not gonna AI the podcast. You know what I mean, dude?
No, because like anything else, they'll take advantage of it to the max and screw you over. So no.
Yeah.
Never sign anything of yours to someone else to use without your consent. That's weird.
That's right. That's right. Next thing you know, we got AI Mike on the show, like randomly doing sports shows, and he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
What was real? This one's a jackass.
I mean, the listener doesn't know. For all they know, we could be AI right now.
I wouldn't be in a simulation.
Yeah, it could be.
But no, I would never do that. Fuck that.
It's insane. It's insane.
That is insane.
So a lot of movies now have been halted. Production's been halted, obviously. Listen, I've listened to like Matt Damon and like all these other people coming out and supporting the actors union and the writers union and like, hey, listen, it's not about us. It's not about those top tier actors and actresses, right? It's not about them. They make a shitload of money and they know that. This is about the lower people that don't make as much money and they really are living off of those residuals of checks and things like that. So it's really cool to see all of them come together. They gotta really stand with it, though. That's a big thing. You can't break in this situation, right? You gotta really hang on and dig your heels in and get what you want, man. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like the fact that was even offered to them, that AI thing was like, I said, this is so fucking stupid and out of touch. It like blew my mind. I was like, why would you ever think that that's a good idea? That is awful. Mike, anything?
Essentially, they think it's a good idea. They probably just like to take advantage of some people who are just looking to start out.
It's fucked up. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, like they got some random actor or actress on fucking OnlyFans because they're like, hey, we own their likeness now via AI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucked up. One sad thing about this, obviously, with all the movie's productions being halted, that means Deadpool 3 had to stop their filming. Dan, did you see the suit, the Wolverine authentic yellow and blue suit?
Yep, that looks so awesome.
Fucking hyped, right? I'm hyped.
Yeah. I mean, come on, it's Hugh Jackman. How you cannot get hyped, man? Like, he came back, baby.
That's right. That's right. Mike, any thoughts here on the writers and strikes? The actors and writers union going on strike?
No, I don't really watch a lot of TV or movies, so this, I don't want to sound like a dick, but this doesn't really affect me.
That's true.
No idea what's going on. I listen to podcasts and shit, and they talk about the writers that have been on strike for a while, and the actors finally joined, but I have no idea what's going on beyond that, unless mangakas and Japanese animators go on strike. I would
fuck, dude.
Yeah, then I'm fucked. I don't know what any of this is. This is your show,
dude. I just finished the entire 6-parter of Last Podcast on the Left for the Manhattan Project. So good, dude.
So good.
So good. I was in tears laughing at one point. Just
you ready for Oppenheimer?
I am, dude. Oppenheimer, Iwo Jima. I was laughing so hard, dude. Oh,
I haven't listened to that podcast in a long time.
Dude, their entire 6-parter on Manhattan Project, Dan, so good.
It's really good.
I'm gonna add that to the list then.
Yeah.
Let's stop plugging them and plug us.
Oh yeah. Nation, Iwo Jima. Yeah, it was very good. Speaking of very good, let's talk about Diablo 4 a little bit more, right? Diablo 4 Season 1 comes out, as Dan mentioned earlier, this week. It is, the countdown's 3 days, 15 hours, and 7 minutes currently. Some of the season features for this will be a new quest line. Sanctuary has been corrupted, overtaken with an infectious turmoil, creating abominations that roam freely. But who is to blame for this new wave of corruption? Partner with Coromon, a former it sounds like a Digimon, dude. It really does. Coromon, go!
Inspiration, come on.
Digimon. A former priest of the Cathedral of Light to discover the source and stop the spread of malignant? I can't say that
Melatonin?
Melatonin?
No, not malignant. Man, that's really hard. At all costs, I don't know what that word is. I'm sorry.
Malignant?
Yeah, malignant. There you go. Thank you. Hey, sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm not. You know what I mean? It happens.
I got this. I'll edit this. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a sea
anemone. Oh,
You gotta
guys,
say it
he
in,
made me ink.
You gotta say it in Sean Connery's voice, and then you'll be able to say it.
You know?
Malignant. There it is.
There you go. Easy.
Easy peasy. Defeat these powerful, corrupted enemies to harness their malignant hearts. With over 30 new malignant powers to wield, the might of malignance is yours for the taking. Be new boss battles as well. Score the malignant tunnels to search for catalyst of corruption. Make your stand against Varshan, the consumed, and uncover the secrets of Malignant. And there will be new gear as well, with 6 new unique items discovered, 7 new legendary aspects to earn along the season journey. There are more powerful options to harness for every class. There's also free rewards as well, including season journey, season blessing, seasonal titles, clothing, and weapon transmogs. One of the cool with premium, the armor sets, you got the Cauldron armor. So this armor is forged for the sole purpose of resisting the malignants spreading across the land. Dan, I'll start with you. How you feel about Season 1, Malignance from Diablo 4?
Dude. Excited for it, bro. I mean, this is what we're preparing for. So now, like I said earlier, I've just been getting myself prepared for the new season, so I'm trying to figure out, still debating what character I want to roll for the new season, because I mean, there's a lot of new players for Diablo, so I know it's been kind of a conversation that's been held, that people are like, you can transfer your character to a new season, obviously, but it's not, you can't really get into the content without making a new character, and I don't know why, like, I guess for a lot of people that's not, like, they didn't know that, so I guess that's one thing that I thought that was kind of funny. But again, I am super hyped for it. It's just, like you mentioned earlier, Ryan, it's just that I've been kind of like not playing games too much, kind of like out of it. And then when Diablo 4 came out, fucking got me hooked back into it, been playing that, and just kind of bring me back into the video game world, because I've been kind of on a little bit of a hiatus lately, because I've been kind of bored of just the titles I have. I'm like, there's nothing that's appealing to me, don't really want to play. And so, but this is the one game that keeps bringing me back for more. So, like I said, I'm getting ready for it. So, next thing I'm doing right now is just doing the Altars of Lilith, getting as many as I can to get the seasonal buffs for my new character, and going from there.
Oh yeah, Mike, are you excited to do Season 1?
I don't know. I gotta check the rewards, look at the sets, and they gotta bring pets and wings back. That would make it a lot better. That's usually what got me into Diablo 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. So I'll look at the rewards and I'll decide. I still got to do Season 4 of Overwatch. I haven't even started the Battle Pass yet. And like I said, 10.1.7's on the horizon. So probably gonna make a Warlock Draenei. So if I got time, or if the rewards are really good, I'll get back into it. If not, I'll catch me in Season 2.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Diablo for Season 4, or Diablo 4 Season 1 this week. And let's wrap it up with a little sad news. Well, I guess it's sad for some, as all of us remember Xbox Gold. Tough. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. I wish I had it earlier, Mike. I was going to give you this one. When you said, yeah, clap for me, applause, I was going to give you this.
Oh, you should have done that.
I know, I didn't know. I forgot that. I always forget Discord has these now. But yeah, there you go. Xbox Gold is coming to an end after 21 years of service. The term Xbox Live will be eliminated. Xbox Live Gold will change the Xbox Game Pass core beginning September 1st of this year. In order to enjoy online multiplayer and various benefits, you must subscribe to the core service. The price of core is the same as existing Xbox Live Gold, which is $10 or $9.99 a month, $9.99 per month, or $59.99 per year. All existing Live Gold subscribers will be converted to core subscribers. Some of the things here. So there's a different tiers, right? You have Xbox Game Pass Core, which is online console multiplayer, catalog of over 25 quality games on console, and member deals and discounts. That is $9.99 a month. You have console Game Pass, which is $10.99 a month. You have PC Game Pass for $9.99 a month, and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is $16.99 a month. Mike, here at the end of Xbox Live as we know it. About time.
Yeah, that's it, man. But just like the writer and actor strike, this doesn't affect me. I just have the ultimate roll over every month.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Dan, probably same for you, bro. I don't think this affects you either.
Oh, not at all. I mean, again, I have Ultimate 2 and Xbox Gold. I mean, honestly, does anybody even use that? Because why would you use that when you have Game Pass, which is just so much better? So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they want to reach out to me for my likeness, hey, get me paid and get me laid. Yeah, you can have my likeness. Do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Copy that.
Make all the shows you want.
Like, why is Mike on all these Grace by Rain shows? Like, what's going on, dude?
Why is he out there talking about sports?
Yeah, like, what's he doing, dude? There's no way. What? This is a crossover episode? What? Fantastic.
Make my own podcast, Mike and Mike.
Oh my god, that used to be a radio show on ESPN Radio for a long time, Mike. I don't know if you have the right. I don't know if you have the rights for that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just Mike Squared. You do that.
Mike squared. Nah, Mike. We'll think of something.
All right, yeah, there we go. We'll figure it out. Any other gaming news or gaming things y'all want to talk about before we wrap this up? No. All right.
No, we're good.
No, that's it.
All right, let's wrap it up. As always, find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads. It's at AMNationPod on all those things. Just hit the follow button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Listen to the podcast on podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and more. Just search Amalgamation Nation. Make sure you follow, subscribe on there as well. Share with your friends, family, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Twitch.tv/UndeadBlackBull is where you find David. Obviously not today, but Amazon Prime members do get a free Twitch Gaming sub a month, so give it to Undead Black Bull. And also, that other cool way to help support the show at no extra cost to you is the Epic Games Creator Code. So whether you're playing Fortnite on your Xbox, Rocket League on your Switch, or maybe you're playing on the Epic Games Store on your PC, use that code AMNationPod, and it helps support the show at no extra cost to you. Until the next time, everybody, have a great week. And you stay breezy.
And we don't have juniors, so we can't end on a quote. Just
know,
end with a clap.
Right. Yeah. The wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Oh, yeah, hold on.
A lot more sound.
Yeah, there we go. We'll do this one. We'll do...
Oh my god, dude. You have to do that now. When you introduce him, you have to get the lawnmower sound starting. Oh, is that a lawnmower right here? Who is that powering that lawnmower is? Oh my god, he's coming around the corner, around the fence line.
Batting eighth. Batting eighth, riding a lawnmower.
Yeah.